Hello, I'm Dr. Daniel Farkas, and I'm here today to talk about the cause and solution to infant and young child skin issues like rashes, eczema, and irritation, which can result in scratching, itching, irritability, and poor sleep for sometimes the entire household. So first, let's talk about what eczema is. It covers rashes, bumps, spots, bothersome irritation of your child's skin, all those things. Now, its causes come down to two factors. One being irritation from environmental allergens such as mold, pollen, dust, soaps, lotions, detergents, new clothes, anything else foreign and toxic in your child's living environment. When their skin comes in direct contact with these things, it causes an immune reaction where the body sends its army, the immune system, to fight off foreign invaders, and the result is redness, irritation, and more. So what you're seeing is the immune system showing up to fix damaged tissue or to fight off what it decides are foreign invaders. Now, these irritants, they're typically easily identified and can be removed for quick and positive results in most cases. But the second factor contributing to eczema has to do with what is happening within the body that triggers the immune system into an autoimmune condition. And it's not so simple to isolate or eliminate. Now, a hyperactive, malfunctioning immune system desperately looking to fix or fight a problem and attacking the skin, it can be real difficult or near impossible to correct from the outside and must be addressed using an inside-out approach. Begs the question though, like why the skin, especially in small children? Why does the immune system target this area? And the answer lies in the way that your child's immune system works. So let's break that down. Have you heard of the gut immune system connection or the gut-brain connection? Well, it's real, and it is crucial when it comes to skin issues and getting back to normal. So understand that there's a powerful connection between what's happening inside your child's gut and their brain and immune system function. So let's cover the two main components. Number one, the inside protective lining of your child's intestines completely controls what gets into their bloodstream, which can trigger the immune system into feeling it's being invaded. After their stomach comes the long, thin intestine and the short, wide, or large intestine. This is ground zero, where good or bad things enter their bloodstream, and it must be evaluated, repaired, and maintained. Imagine what might happen if the inside of a garden hose was cracked and became weak. The valuable water inside would leak out. Have you heard the term leaky gut? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine that this crucial protective lining is weak, damaged, and allowing everything and anything into your child's bloodstream. It's sad because even clean, healthy, expensive baby foods and even breast milk and what's in the mother's breast milk based on what the mother ate can be marked as foreign invaders by the immune system, triggering it to swing into unnecessary action and placing it on the hunt for problems. Now note, leaky gut can cause eczema and other autoimmune conditions that affect the skin as well as behavior. Now, number two in the gut-brain connection is bacteria. Please know that we live in harmony with trillions of bacteria. They live on our skin and they live inside of us. Yeah, but the vast majority of them live inside our small and especially large intestines. These bacteria do so much for us when their population is diverse, healthy, and balanced. They actually signal to the brain and immune system constantly and give them news about how they should behave. They are the reporters on the scene telling the brain and immune system what is going on using electrical and chemical signals. This is not a theory, but it's a scientific fact about how your immune system actually works. So I see the bacteria as being like a symphony orchestra. When everyone's on the same sheet of music, playing the same notes at the right time and volume, this song sounds beautiful. When bacteria are healthy and balanced, they create those critical electrical and chemical messages that the brain and immune system receive to determine how they should react. Now, imagine if a symphony orchestra is missing some musicians, has some people playing too loud, too soft, too fast, too slow, or not at all. The music would sound terrible, right? Well, just imagine a huge group of obnoxious, imbalanced, troublemaking bacteria screaming and sending bad messages and bad news to the brain and immune system. How do you think the brain and immune system would respond? Well, like any responsible parent, they respond powerfully to any perceived threat. When provided with bad or even no news, the brain and immune system, they swing into action looking for a fight. And what is an easy and constant target? The skin. The skin is the easiest target. It's covered in outside bacteria, irritants, dust, more, tons of things. It's a constant source of places for the immune system to pick a fight. And the signs of that fight are redness, swelling, bumps, sores, rashes, itchiness, and more. Now note, bacteria also make 90% of the chemicals in our body that control sleep, bowel patterns, and emotions. These chemicals are called neurotransmitters. Neuro refers to the brain and its nerves, and transmitter refers to how nerves share information and talk to each other. So many clients of mine are concerned about their child's sleep, their behavior, and their emotional state, and they desperately want help. So I'm glad to have solutions for them that start by addressing bacteria populations in the gut. So the leaky gut and bacteria imbalance, like what could cause this leaky gut and bacteria imbalance? First of all, realize the child's immune system and bacteria populations, they're underdeveloped and they're susceptible to problems to begin with. Now also understand that everything happens in nature for a reason. The first thing that's supposed to happen is that when the child is delivered, they're supposed to be delivered down the vaginal canal. This is the first and most crucial introduction of your child's body's healthy bacteria from the mother. The bacteria gets into the nose and into the mouth, works its way into the intestines, and plants seeds for a healthy immune system. Now imagine what happens if they're born C-section. The healthy seeds of bacteria are never planted initially, but some ugly bacteria like staph from the mother's skin that can take root, causing problems within the first minutes of life. Now note, bacteria require food like any living thing. And guess what the number one source of food for bacteria is in the world? Breast milk. Now imagine if there are issues with breastfeeding. Even if a child is born normally, if there is insufficient breast milk, the bacteria never get fertilized and can't signal good news to the brain and immune system. Remember the example of the symphony orchestra needing all of the musicians to be on time, on key, and on the same sheet of music? Now, we need to understand that even if things go normally and regular birth occurs down the birth canal, breastfeeding is ideal and you do a good job of minimizing outside irritants, there's still a looming problem. The world we live in is just full of stress and things that attack normal healthy gut walls and healthy bacteria populations. Beauty and hygiene products, toxins, mold, and especially pesticides are everywhere and they're just often unavoidable. Now, pesticides, they're used to help farmers grow more food and feed more people, but they act like poison to healthy bacteria. Add all these factors in with parents living in an ever-changing world just jammed full of stress, and what you have can seem like a hopeless situation where a child's environment and an undeveloped immune system are just destined to malfunction, resulting in eczema, behavior problems, autoimmune conditions, and worse. So, what to do? Well, the ordinary approach is not very attractive. When immune systems malfunction, it scares parents into looking for immediate help. They typically reach out to the medical community for answers. Now, I value life-saving medical intervention for emergencies. The problem is that medical interventions don't fine-tune things like the immune system, and unfortunately, the help they look to provide causes problems. They use oral or topical steroids to blunt the response of the immune system artificially. This is sometimes temporarily necessary, but doesn't address the underlying cause, triggering the immune system, and always has some type of side effect. Even more dangerous are antibiotics, though they're sometimes necessary. They just destroy healthy bacteria populations and often promote more problems since the healthy bacteria don't regrow normally. Remember the symphony orchestra. No parent wants to give their child drugs. Finally, allergy testing gives vague answers, oftentimes just as a small handful of environmental allergens are tested for, just giving incomplete answers. But enough bad news, let's talk about good news. The good news is that alternative health care shines in this area of immune dysfunction resulting in eczema, and there's two main reasons why. One, alternative healthcare approaches can offer advanced testing that goes beyond ordinary allergy or food testing. These advanced tests take a complete three-dimensional look at the gut by measuring healthy versus unhealthy bacteria and microbe populations, as well as confirming leaky gut. In addition, high-quality, high-sensitivity food sensitivity testing can tell parents specifically what foods irritate your child. Now, those food sensitivities are different than allergies. Allergies are for life, but the sensitivities can change depending on what the child's been eating and how broken down the lining of the wall of the gut is. And my approach is, don't guess, do a test. Now, the second reason alternative healthcare shines when it comes to eczema is that the support provided is all natural. Specially trained doctors use all natural support with precision to wipe out bad bacteria, restore normal healthy bacteria, and heal leaky guts that can cause eczema by using the advanced information they receive from advanced stool and food test results. In addition, they typically provide simple but critical training to parents so that results can last. So what to do? Get started by gathering information regarding the truth about what is happening inside your child's delicate gut. Now, good news, test kits can be shipped no matter where you live, and your child's condition can be managed and turned around successfully with convenient virtual care, which allows us to stay in constant communication about your child's improvements. Now, just imagine seeing your child's skin return to normal over typically around 30 days and seeing improvement in their sleep as well as their behavior. And imagine the peace of mind in knowing that you are becoming your own expert in managing your child's immune system as they grow into successful adulthood. Success is possible with the right approach. My son Landon was born with an autoimmune disease of the brain. And I know the feeling of being a parent impacted by your child's autoimmune issues. I'm proud to say he's defying his diagnosis and thriving light years beyond where anyone thought he would because of this powerful foundational approach to immunity. So I'm confident that your child can too.